Hello, Spirit Family. Thank you so much for joining me at Aquarian Node. I'm getting ready to do the month of October reading for Aries. Aries, this is going to be for you, Sun, Moon, and Venus. I don't really do rising unless I'm doing like a career reading or something, because that planetary position doesn't really dictate anything except how people perceive you. So, it's not really imperative. I am going to pull out an oracle card to kind of guide the message, see what you're dealing with here. All right, and you have Affirm. Create your own affirmations. Think of words or phrases that inspire you and write them down. Okay. That sounds good. Let's get some details here. What is it you need to be affirming here, Aries? Yeah, so my last reading for y'all only got 3 views. And so I took it down and reposted it, and it still only got 3 views. So I don't know if you guys are just not resonating with my messages, but you can always feel free to tell me what it is that you like to see and don't like, and I'm more than happy to be more accommodating. Remember, if this message don't vibe, oh look, the Emperor, that's you, Aries. Remember, if this message don't vibe, let it ride. Please do not force this to fit into your life if it does not fit into your life. I also want to thank you, well, not y'all specifically, but yeah, for your continued love and support. Because y'all was like, meh. I'm not mad though. It is what it is. When I first started my YouTube channel, you guys were more active, so maybe it just takes some time. I'm not in a rush. My planet, my birth chart already told me when this thing would pop off, and I got a little while. I'm just practicing, trying to get the flow right, to be as accommodating as possible. Right, so I have not eaten. I did not meditate. I did take a little moment for myself to just kind of breathe. And I did before I started the reading too. Just take a moment to breathe. Try to shake off the energies from the previous readings here. I don't feel like y'all have a lot going on here in October. Because these cards are not falling for you. They were fine out for the other readings. You trying to hold back, trying to keep secrets from me, Aries? Can't do it. You could if I was just a tarot reader, but I'm psychic too, so I be knowing. All right. I didn't even ask for one storyline, but I feel like that's what I'm going to get anyway. Y'all were not trying to be very talkative. You guys are trying to hold back. You don't want folk in your business, but honey, that's where I need to be. In your business. I don't have a life, so this is my free entertainment. I'm not saying that your life is like a show, but anyway, you have the 8 of Cups in reverse here, so there is this hesitation to move on from something. With the Emperor, this is very much your energy, Aries. This is a very commanding force. This is a very top of the world type energy. I have everything that I need type energy, and a very leadership position. So there's something that's I feel that you need, whatever it is you need to walk away from is trying to pull you out of this element here. And then you have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So I do feel like there's a need to figure out how to allot your resources, financials, material possessions but I feel like the decision is being taken out of your hands here. Then you have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about, and I think it's interesting because your messages of your oracle card was Affirm, and the Hierophant in this deck is represented by the Buddha, and you see how he's in the in his meditation pose, and kind of just monitoring the other two, possibly his disciples or just people coming in prayer to meditate with him. I feel as though some of you are going through a divorce here, or you're actually just like talking about it. There's this hesitation to walk away though, and I think that is revolving around the dividing of the assets. This is the hold up here. I think that you're trying to get back to your element, to this upright Aries energy, but the hold up is these financial circumstances. You have the Page of Wands in reverse, so very much very slow energy. I mean, this is excruciatingly slow. Whoever this is that you're dealing with is just moving at a snail's pace. They don't want to give you the information that you need to be able to make the decisions that are going to be fortuitous for you, which is unfortunate. You have the High Priestess, and this is all about trusting your intuition. And this, what I got was patience. You see, she's just chilling. She got her toes in the water. She's got her apple. You know, she just sitting up in the sky, relaxing. Very much a unfazed energy. And so I feel as though that is either where you are or where you need to be. You have the King of Swords. Yeah. So the King of Swords to me is very precise with his words. He's great at communicating how he feels, and he's very wise and patient too. So this is the energy that I'm feeling like you're trying to embody. It's more of a masculine energy, whereas the High Priestess is more of a feminine energy. So I do feel like this is for Aries on both ends of the spectrum, whether you are a he, she, they, them, or what have you. The point here is that there's a need for patience here. There's a need for you to stand in your power and not allow any extenuating circumstances to pull you out of your element. And doing your affirmations will help you with that, because it's going to, you know, center you, right? Ground you, remind you of who you are and what your purpose is in this life. Yeah, this situation is taking a very long time here. Okay. Very good. Alright, and then you got the Queen of Swords too. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is for my male and female, or they, them, Aries. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I do feel like you're a little bit emotionally unstable. You haven't completely gone off the deep end, but you are a little bit stressed. You're getting a very worried energy. You have the Six of Swords in reverse as well. We're just talking about, you know, not being able to lead in the manner that you would like, not being able to move successfully on to something. So whereas the Eight of Cups is, you know, having a hard time moving on emotionally, you're also having a hard time moving on mentally here. And then you have the Sun. So I do feel like there is going to be, if it hasn't already happened, there will be a burst of success here. You will be acquiring something. It could be custody of a child if you all have children. It could be the home, winning that. But there is this battle that you all are fighting right now. I do feel it may not seem like you're victorious at first, but you will get something. You will get equal compensation. I don't feel as though one individual is going to have a whole lot less than the other. You have the Page of Pentacles here, so there is going to be conversations about the splitting of the assets, and you are going to get some of the whatever material possessions that you all share. Then you have the Queen of Swords here. Again, it's all about being wise, telling the truth, whereas the King of Swords is more like he speaks to speak. The Queen of Swords is more, she speaks to listen. And so it's more of a dialogue instead of just statements being made by one party or the other. Yeah, I do feel like kids are involved here, even though there's only one card that is indicative of a child. I do feel like also too, for some of you, you might be receiving assistance from an unknown source, or a source that you weren't expecting. I don't know, that just came to me. You could be dealing with another Aries, or a Taurus with the Hierophant, or a Pisces with the High Priestess, or a Leo with the Sun. Create your own affirmations. Think of words or phrases that inspire you and write them down. Writing is such a powerful way to communicate with Source. Highly suggest doing that. And I don't know, but whenever I communicate through writing, I always feel like a lot better. Like the load has been lifted, essentially. Now, I'm trying to get your advice here, but again, I don't know what it is with y'all. Y'all don't want to talk to me. And Source doesn't want to tell me because you're holding out. You're trying to keep me from knowing your business. And I respect that, but if you need help, that's what I'm here for. There's a lot of cards. I mean, I said open up to me, not give me everything that you've ever thought in your whole life. I'm gonna stop picking on you, Aries. I know a lot of, I dated an Aries once. It was very short-lived. Actually, I've dated 2 Aries. Both are very short-lived. It just, my sun sign is Cancer, so we didn't really mesh. Though I do know some Cancer Aries combos that are very successful. I feel like a lot of you might be with a Taurus, though. I don't know why, I just do. Anyway, or someone with Taurus and their Sun, Moon, or Venus. You have the 3 of Pentacles, which is talking about teamwork. I do feel as though if this situation has moved over into the courts, this is your team of representatives, maybe lawyers, that are helping to assist you with getting your just due. You have the 8 of Wands in reverse. So, like I said, I feel like this might be a very slow process. I don't think you're going to be moving, though. I feel like your home is going to remain in your possession here with this 8 of Wands. And I feel like that's very important for you to maintain your home. Maintain where you're currently living. You have the Father of Cups in reverse. This is the emotional instability that I was talking about. I think I mentioned it. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups. Now you have the Father of Cups. So as time goes on, you're getting more and more worried, more and more nervous, more and more unsure. But you need to rely and affirm again on the success of those individuals that are there to support and help guide you through this situation, because I don't feel like they're going to be failing you. You have the Daughter of Cups, and it's right under the Sun. So I do feel as though the offspring, you will be getting custody over them. Daughter of Cups energy is very docile, very sweet, and well, it could be male. This is a feminine energy, but it could be a male as well. But she has a little bit of independent streak to her. She wants the space to grow, and I feel like she feels she would do that better with this Aries Emperor energy. Then you have the Father of Pentacles. That's 3 that's 3 masculine fathers on the table. Nope, that's 4. Because you have the Emperor, you have the King of Swords, you have the Father of Cups, and now you have the Father of Pentacles. So financially, you're going to be stable here. Father of Pentacles has his money together, and it's under the Page of Pentacles. So like I said, the assets will be even. And I feel like what you receive, your portion, is going to help you to build something that's going to be stable and long lasting. You have the 2 of Cups as well. So I feel this could be an amicable separation here. and this relationship that is either coming to you or that you're going to be able to maintain. I really think it's your child. You're going to maintain this relationship with your offspring. I don't think that that's going to be sullied at all in this situation. There is going to be child support rendered to someone. You have the Six of Pentacles, which is all about equal give and take, sharing responsibilities. So I do feel like that is going to be the end result of this situation. And then you have the Hanged Man. So your perspective is going to change, but it's for the better. I feel like this is going to be an opportunity for you to awaken to this is a different experience, and it's going to help you to awaken those dormant feelings. I feel like you're trying to run away from this, just like you were trying to run away from me getting out the cards to see what was going on. You don't want to be honest with how you're feeling and what you're going through because you feel ashamed of it. And there's really nothing to be ashamed of with this situation. You know, you tried something, it worked out for a little while until it didn't. And that's just the way that life goes. We've been put into our bodies to have this human experience so that we can grow, you know, in our energetically, right? So that's why I always say don't feel bad about the lesson, right? Because we all chose our lives. We all chose to be who we are currently, and it was because there were lessons that this experience is going to teach us that we wouldn't have learned in a different scenario. So learn your lessons, and then, you know, keep those in the back of your mind, but don't allow them to hinder you from moving forward and moving on to your inner pastures here. All right, Aries. So that is all I have for you today. Remember to please like, share, comment, and subscribe if the message vibe. And I look forward to doing a reading for you again soon. Bye-bye, Aries.